Hey guys, so today's video is actually going to be about some things that you shouldn't do as a lash artist and that will actually hurt your success. So be sure to watch until the end because I'm keeping the last tip, which is the most important, I personally think. So if you don't do this tip, it will really hinder your business as a lash artist. So be sure to subscribe to our channel because we are coming out with really useful information once a week, at least, sometimes twice a week, to help you guys grow. So it's me and my sister Jana, and we're gonna be doing videos for you guys weekly. Okay, so what are some of the most important things that you guys should be avoiding as a lash artist? So tip number one is do not waste your energy. So energy is actually so precious and you can direct it into a positive outlet or into a negative outlet. So what does that mean? So positive would be constantly learning, getting inspired, looking at other lash artists that you admire and like thinking, okay, how can I improve my work and become like that? That's positive. So negative, let me give you some negative ideas of certain things that I have personally noticed lash artists could potentially do. So if you notice that you do these things, stop right away because that's an energy waster and it's taking away from the time that you can actually be using to improve your craft and improve your business. So don't do these things. Do not worry about your friends that are not supporting you. So this is gonna happen. You're gonna lose some friends as soon as you start doing better. Then some of your friends, or even sometimes, unfortunately, family. Some friends are gonna be like, who does she think she is? Like, why does she think she can buy like a brand new BMW? Let's say, like, what the hell? And some friends will get jealous, and it's just life, and if they can't support you, then you just need to move on and just focus on other things. Do not dwell on the fact that certain friends you were hoping were going to support you, which is come get their lashes done by you, or like your Instagram page, or share your Instagram page. Like, the truth is, nobody owes you anything. Like, your friends don't need to support you. Like, they don't really owe you anything. If they don't support you, that's their problem. That means certain people are just incapable of supporting others. They can't give that support to themselves. So what makes you think that they'll give it to you? Chances are they won't. So you just need to drop that. It's not worth the energy. It's not worth the time. You should just like not even focus, not even think about it. I know it's annoying, and it can get really easy to get consumed by that negative energy and start thinking like, oh, like, this is just like an uncomfortable feeling, but just drop it. It's not worth it. The other thing you should not be focusing on is other people's work. Let's say there's some lash artists that like write us messages and they say like, what should I do? There's this lash artist in my town and her work is really bad. She does like clusters and I have to like correct her sets after her clients come to me, etc., etc. Should I just message her or write a bad review about her, whatever? My personal answer is, once again, no. Certain clients will gravitate towards like cheaper lash artists, not cheaper in terms of price necessarily, but in terms of work. And like, you can't save everyone. And once again, it's negative energy. The only thing you can really do is educate your clients on what it is to have healthy lashes, what it is to have unhealthy lashes, what's right, what's wrong. And then they have to make the decision themselves. Like, you're not like the lash police to go around and like policing and like, saving everybody. So once again, negative energy. Usually I know like your intentions are good and you're trying to like, help, but most of the time it's gonna come off as like superior and like you're better than them, and normally they'll get offended and it's just gonna cause like a negative chain of events, and it's just not worth going down that rabbit hole. Not worth it. Forget about it. Just focus on your own work, focus on making yourself better, lead by example. and avoid focusing on the negative and just like trying to fix other people's problems, because instead you should be working on your own business and making yourself better and making yourself the best you can be. I'm sure that you're not perfect either, and there's certain areas that you can work on, such as, I don't know, improving your education on aftercare, telling your clients 3 times during their appointment about their aftercare instructions instead of once, and many, many other things. So just focus on yourself, focus on making yourself better, and lead by example. So that's the tip number 2 that I have, which is do not waste your energy. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the next tip, which is a lot of lash artists start making money and don't save anything. So I know it's really easy to get caught in that trap of like, you know, I'm making so much money, I'm only 18 years old, and like, you know, I could be spending, I could be going to Vegas, I could be going to Cabo, I could be buying amazing designer clothes, designer bags, and whatever, shoes. But if you do that, 2-3 years from now, you're still gonna be working as a lash artist. You're gonna be older, and who knows where the market is going to be in 2-3 years. I mean, probably it's going to be about the same in 2-3 years, but the industry is evolving really, really quickly, and you will need to make changes to adapt. So it could get potentially saturated with more and more lash artists. You know, like, who knows? The economy could crash. There could be so many things. And the other thing is, you know, you might get burnt out also, because it is very hard. Like, it's hard work at the end of the day. It's okay when you're like 17, 18, 20, 21, and, you know, you have that energy. But once you get to the point where you're like 30, 35, you start having kids, working 12-hour days, seeing 5 to 6 clients is not going to be appealing anymore. And you're going to want to have some savings to get to the next step, whichever it may be, whatever it may be. It could be starting your own product line, or educating, doing education. Oh, my cat just arrived. This is Richard. He is the fuzziest, cutest creature that you have ever met. Like, he's such a cozy bunny. He's my firstborn. I love him so much. Okay, so yeah, so basically saving, super important to save. Make sure you put away at least 30% of what you're making and put it away in a savings account. Don't touch it. And when you actually have a plan of what you will want to do with that money, then you can, you know, do it. So this leads me to the next point of what you shouldn't be doing, which is not investing in yourself as a lash artist. So let me explain. So how could you invest in yourself as a lash artist? Like, it's great now you know how to do classic volume, let's say, you know how to do mega volume, but I'm sure there's different areas that you need to know in your business that are going to be actually really helpful to help you get to the next level, whichever that level may be. So it could be a business class, it could be marketing, it could be how to open a salon, it could be becoming a lash educator. There's so many different things that you could do. You don't have to do all of them. Don't get caught up in the trap of having to do all of them, but you should really be thinking, okay, like, what is the next step? Because like I said, you know, being a lash artist is really great, but at the same time, is it something you can do for the next 20, 30 years? That's debatable. We don't know. So it's always good to either have savings, to have a backup plan, to think ahead, like, okay, eventually you want to have people either working for you, doing lashes, or adding other services to the menu to diversify your income as well. Like, you really have to be smart, as I said, because the industry moves really, really quickly. We don't know where it's going to be in a few years, and you really want to protect yourself, protect your family, protect your income, protect your future. So really, really important to invest in yourself. Take courses from mentors that you like the work of. We actually have different courses available on our website, as well as you can check out our Instagram as well. We always offer perfecting courses for lash artists. We try to make them not too expensive also because it's there for everyone, not just people that are that have the money to invest, but we try to make them really affordable. So that was the tip number 3 that I had. Now, the last tip is actually really, really, really important. And if you do all the other tips that I mentioned, but you don't do this last one, you might as well not do them at all, because it's going to pretty much put an X on everything. So the most important thing that you can do, well, actually this video is about things that you shouldn't be doing. So not being professional. So this is the most important, absolutely most important tip that I can give you guys. So I'm sure that when you're like 18, 19, 20, I mean, I've been there, I've done it. Like when you go out with your friends and stay up until 3 in the morning, have some drinks, have a hangover the next day, you don't really feel like showing up to work at 8 o'clock in the morning for that client who has a mega volume set, right? A little bit of nausea coming up and a huge headache. I get it. But if you do these things and you do them regularly enough, the things such as canceling appointments last minute, like let's say if you have a product line, not answering your customers, not answering your DMs, not answering your comments, just behaving unprofessionally, showing how you like on your stories, showing how you go out, how you drink, how you get drunk, or like just acting unprofessionally, or behaving unprofessionally in your business with your employees, or with your boss, let's say. It's just gonna put an X on, let's say, even if you do amazing work, people are gonna be like, well, what's the point? I'll just go to someone who does average work but actually like shows up on time, or doesn't cancel on me last minute when I actually have a wedding this week. So extremely important to avoid being unprofessional. So what the things that you can do to avoid being unprofessional is, even if you have a hangover, or even if you don't feel so great because you went out partying the night before, still show up. Like, I know it sucks, but or think ahead. Like if you're planning on going out on Saturday with your friends or Friday, and you have appointments Saturday morning, think ahead and think, okay, maybe that's not such a wise idea to have 4 clients on Saturday if I'm probably gonna go out and drink and not feel good the next day. So maybe reschedule them in advance, making yourself look much more professional. And then the other thing is which is part of professionalism as well, is punctuality. Always be on time. So many, like, it happens a lot that lash artists will be like running late, or clients are waiting for them and they're like, coming in with their coffee, or like, trust me, it happens, and that just does not look good. I remember working in a salon, and it was like a tanning salon, and the owner was constantly late for his spray tan appointments. So it was just like, and the clients were just like, they would be waiting for 20-30 minutes, and they'd just be like, you know what, forget it, like, I'm out, like, I'm not doing this, like, I forget the spray tan, I don't want to do it anymore. So the point is that you will lose clients, and once clients leave bad reviews, it just starts like a chain of events, of like negative events. So you really want to keep that in mind and understand that it is extremely, extremely important to be professional. And if you don't, then you're gonna miss out on a lot of clients, a lot of income, and potentially ruin your reputation. So that is all we have today for you guys. Hopefully you found this information useful. Please let me know what is the biggest takeaway from this video and which tip you plan on applying to your own business. Hopefully it's all of them, but if not, just let me know which ones, and let me know if you guys have any questions. We're always here for you, always available, and please be sure to subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much for watching.